Paris Hilton is recalling a traumatic resurfaced interview with David Letterman where he publicly humiliated her for doing time in jail after she was told that the topic would be off limits. Following the intense release of the Framing Britney Spears documentary last month, many televised interviews are now resurfacing in which young female stars were made to feel extremely uncomfortable. And just this week, Paris Hilton recalled a similar incident during Monday's episode of her This Is Paris podcast, where she opened up to her sister Nikki Hilton about a humiliating interview with former late-night host David Letterman back in 2007. Around the same time, Paris had just gotten out of a 45-day stint in jail for speeding with no headlights on while driving with a suspended license just a month after being arrested on suspicion of a DUI. According to Paris, David Letterman's team had been asking her to appear on the show for months, but she refused multiple times because she didn't want to talk about her time in jail. But when promoting her new fragrance, she agreed to stop by his show on one condition: do not under any circumstances bring up her past arrest. Paris said on her podcast, quote, "That was off limits and he would not discuss it, and we would only be there to promote the perfume and my other business ventures," adding, "I felt like it was a safe place because I'd been going on Letterman for so many years." Come to find out, this was anything but a safe space as he began grilling her on what jail was like, to which she appeared notably irritated during the entire interview. Take a look.
New York City is exciting though, isn't it?
I was born here, yeah.
Yeah, good for you. How'd you like being in jail?
Paris recalled how cruel and mean Letterman was on her podcast, and recalled how he kept pushing me to speak about topics like her sleeping arrangements and the food she ate in jail.
Just being up there and it was like he was just purposely trying to humiliate me.
She even explained that during commercial breaks, she would beg him to stop talking about her time in prison, which ended up taking up 6 of the 8 minutes of her interview. When he continued to badger her about jail as the audience was full of laughter, Paris then recalled when the interview was over telling him, quote, "I looked at him and I said, I'm never coming on the show again. You've crossed the line." After realizing he had really upset her, Letterman then sent her a case of wine as an apology, but it seems Paris will probably need more than a case of bougie wine to help mend their friendship. Nikki then recalled another incident when Sarah Silverman targeted her sister at the 2007 MTV VMAs just a day before Paris started her jail stint. Sarah made a speech during the show joking that the prison authorities were painting the cell bars to resemble male genitalia to make Paris feel more comfortable, saying, "I just worry that she's going to break her teeth on those things." Nikki agreed with Paris, explaining that Sarah made disgusting, vile, perverted statements and posing an interesting question asking, "Imagine if that happened today." It wouldn't. Paris called this one of the more traumatic experiences of her life, adding, quote, "I was sitting there wanting to die. I was trying to hold back my tears so hard. I had tears welling up in my eyes. I literally wanted to run out of the entire room, but I was just trying to be strong and sit there." Sarah has yet to issue an apology to Paris or Britney Spears after calling her children adorable mistakes during the same award show. And these resurfaced interviews have shed even more light on the constant criticism and public scrutiny that young celebrities faced growing up in the spotlight. Many fans recall last week when a 2007 Oprah interview made its way around TikTok, where she blatantly mocks Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen about their clothing size amid Mary-Kate's struggle with an eating disorder. Although fans continue to rally in support of these celebs, the harsh reality is that these traumatic experiences don't just go away. We can all learn from these resurfaced interviews and always remember to think about the way we treat others, celebrities included, and how our words could severely affect people in the long run. But for more on Oprah's controversial interview with Mary-Kate and Ashley, you can click right over here for another Clevver News video, and then let me know your thoughts on Paris's interview with David Letterman down in the comments section below. I'm your host, Emil Ennis Jr. You can find me on Instagram at Emil Ennis Jr., and I'll see you soon right back here on Clevver News. Bye, y'all.